Hello everyone. I'm gonna talk to you about my interview that I conducted last week for the project. Let's start out with my dilemma. I'm gonna read it out to you. Should society grant more importance to artistic practices in response to the decreasing importance of art as an essential virtue in our society? Um, so, um, well, I've decided to choose um, to interview my uncle's friend. His name is Main Baiz, an artist based in Berlin who's been practicing over there for more than 15 years. And he has like a really good professional credential. Um, he actually studied in the 1990s in Alger at the École Supérieure Nationale des Beaux-Arts, which is a really prestigious school over there. And throughout his life he's experienced the hardship of being an artist, and how it's neglected in society. So he's actually a perfect candidate for that. It was the only one of his peers during high school to integrate an art school. That's what he told me. Um, he's experienced like the stigma behind being an artist. And actually the link to the field of study that this dilemma proposed is, actually I'm in Tremplin d'Aix, so I don't have a specific program or field of study, but I've decided to go with my last program in which I was in, which is art visuel. Excuse me, art visuel, and it's actually something I aspire to do professionally and as a mean of living, to work as an artist. So it's actually something that's linked to my field of study. And we've covered a lot of topics throughout the interview with Smain, but we've mostly covered like the economic aspect of art, the education aspect of it, and also the philosophical aspect of it, which was really interesting for the answer that he gave me. So, with all the answer that he gave me, it was elaborate enough to give me a clear response to my dilemma. And basically, the response is yes, we should grant more importance to artistic practice in society. And the driving argument that he gave me was that that creativity is something really essential that can be practiced through art, and like the importance that we develop this capacity as an individual, as a really broad range of application in society. Like as he told me, creativity is really necessary for progress and innovation in all sorts of field, like science, mathematics, architecture. And so it's something that should be really be granted more importance. And that was the answer that he gave me, like directly to the dilemma. But we've also covered other question, and one of my favorite one was, I'm gonna read it up to you as well, was, do you regard art as essential in our society as other field like politics and economics? And I chose this question because his answer really surprised me, because he told me that basically it was not as essential but more essential. And the argument that he gave me was actually a bit of an metaphor. And basically what he told me was that nature by itself already manifests beauty and creativity, or art, in other words, in how it's made. And the most concrete example that he could give me was actually birds and peacocks, because peacock have beautiful feathers with intricate patterns and beautiful symbol and colors, but this beauty is not practical in for survival mean, and despite not being practical, it still manifests solely based on beauty. So like nature, the point that he was advancing was that we humans have to express art in our culture, and that well, doing artistic practices is the most concrete way of exteriorizing our capacity to abstract. So that's the way we like nature manifests beauty and creativity, and that was the most interesting question that answer that he gave me. And well, for what I've learned during this project, I've learned a lot about the individual experience of being an artist in today's society by all the different well, throughout the career of Smaïn, which was really interesting. And I also learned about a lot of the differences between country and the way art is presented throughout different culture, and that was really interesting as well to see the contrast between the perspective. And that's all.